All right, who's up next, John?
All right, next up we have, Brian Page. We know that guy. He's coming back to introduce the folks behind Iris, a home automation app. Brian, good to see you again.
Thank you, guys. Back again. Iris, the mobile app and home management system from Lowe's, is intuitive, simple, and most of all, beautiful. Iris can control locks, alarms, thermostats, and even pet doors, all from a single app on your tablet or smartphone. I know during the polar ice storm, it would have been nice to say, Iris, could you let the dog out, please? Please welcome Mick Coster from Lowe's to take us all around and introduce us to Iris.
Meet Iris, a home management system from Lowe's. Iris helps keep your place secure, comfortable, and energy efficient. But really what it does is bring you and your home closer together. Take security. Iris keeps an eye on things and texts, calls, or emails you when one of your sensors is triggered at home, kind of like a friend or neighbor might. Iris can also help keep energy in check, turn off lights, and lower your thermostat remotely to save energy when you're away. You can customize settings, so like magic, everything is just the way you like it when you walk through the door. How else can Iris help? Get texted when kids come home from school or use video to check in on other family members. You can even set up an additional alert system to keep an eye out for loved ones, just to be sure they're safe and sound. If it's happening at home, Iris has your back. Now the best thing about Iris, it's simple.
We're starting to look for basically larger screens for their smartphones. So we wanted to introduce our new gigantic phone. We call it the G Phone, hashtag G Phone. And basically what I want to talk to you about seriously though is about Iris, our new smart home solution. So as the video kind of started to walk you through, we're just trying to make your life easier, simpler, how to connect all those different devices across your home. So that's what Iris does through one simple user interface. So basically, I'm just going to kind of walk you through some kind of real-world use cases, some scenarios that we kind of encounter all the time. So of course, you've come to CES and you stop by the Lowe's booth and you're just completely blown away by how many products work with Iris, and you're so excited. You pull out your G Phone and you want to go out and buy the first alert smoke detector and the Sylvania light bulbs. Hey, that's great, and then all of a sudden you're just like, hey, when's my package going to arrive? When am I actually going to get there? So obviously, Iris will contact you, let you know that there's been something, a trigger at the motion sensor in the front yard, and now you can see, yes, my Iris products have now come home, right? So I'm pretty excited about that. But hey, I got a neighbor Steve. I don't trust Steve. I got a neighbor Jason. I love Jason, right? I don't want Steve to steal my Iris stuff. So basically, let me give Steve a call and let me see if I can make sure he can actually swing in the house and actually let him in, so I can actually buzz Steve in, let him in, take the package in, right? And then after after Jason actually drops it off, right, then basically I can start to arm the alarm, make sure everything's okay. So start to set the alarm. House is safe and secure. I've got great peace of mind, right? And I'm feeling good about everything. Oh, wait a minute, what happened? Wait, why did my alarm go off? What's going on? And then of course, you're at CES, and I'm like, hold on, let me see what's happened. Let me check who's home. Wait a minute, everybody's home. What's actually going on? So basically, you can start to see all the different things you can get into and say, hey, my kids are home. So, okay, I'm on Pacific time. My house is on Eastern time. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. My kids are obviously a little bit lazy. Why are they a little bit lazy? Why didn't they actually answer the door when the delivery guy came? Hey, let's take care of that problem right now, okay? So basically, now I don't have to worry about that ever happening again. So another good scenario use case that we obviously have is, hey, if we're going on vacation, so if I start to go on vacation, everyone's worried about the polar vortex. We don't want our pipes to freeze. So now I have the opportunity with the partners from LeakSmart. We have a whole home shutoff valve. Basically, I can just remotely come on, right, and turn that off. And now that valve would actually be closed, and I have to worry about actually pipes bursting or water leaking. I also want to make sure, hey, I locked everything else. I actually already put all the other alarm modes in, but I want to make sure I don't want to leave any points of entry open, so I can lock the pet door as well and make sure that no points of entry are open. My house is totally secure. And then, of course, once again, If I actually really thought about that, I'm an idiot, hashtag I'm an idiot, right? And I mean, I already pre-configured all these different solutions. All I really need to do is actually hit vacation, right? And if I hit vacation, what happens? My alarm is set, my thermostat's put on an actual program, my locks are locked, my irrigation system, et cetera, right? So all can happen with that simple touch of a button, just really nice and convenient. So, that's the other use case. The last one I'll just talk about really quickly. I call this the lazy man use case. Obviously, it's based on real-world scenario, right? So if I'm basically sitting on the couch watching Science Channel like I would typically do on a Saturday, I'm not burning a lot of energy, but maybe I'm concerned about my house, and I can actually start to see how much energy is my whole home using. So I can get to see if it's a happy house or an unhappy house, right? Start to see how much cost there is associated with that, and then the last piece of it I think is just basically the sprinkler system. So if it's raining, all I really need to do is say, hey, lift my head off the couch, hit rain delay, and boom, no more water. So thanks a lot for Iris, we appreciate it.
Iris, everybody. True story, I sat next to a guy on the plane coming out here who a pipe burst at his house, and he didn't have anything on it, and he put in a system like that. So I think it's probably pretty good to have something going on.
That's a big phone.
It is. Can't get that in your pocket.
Yeah, no, you can't.